I'm Mr. Marcus, or as Chris, who was not here, refers to me as Team Master Marcus, and these are my minions. So at this time, I am going to start with Jared and let them introduce themselves. Now, John.
Angel. Kara. Katie. Alan.
Logan. And Chris, who is not here, but he's still in the presentation,
Yeah.
so you got this.
Alright, I'm the Parthenon, because as a major temple of ancient Greece. Delphi, which in ancient Greece that's where the oracle resided, and the oracle predicted the future. Plato, one of the ancient Greek philosophers, in my opinion, has investigated out all of them. The Mediterranean Sea, because that was a major trade route for them. Sophia and Peter and Rick, one of Greece's architectural achievements. In a Athenia Stadium, which held the first modern Olympics.
I did Greek history. They were which means many gods and goddesses. Famous cities were the Acropolis and Sparta. Sparta because many wars would be fought there. And famous demigods and figures would be Jason and the Argonauts. They went find the golden fleece. Perseus was the son of Zeus. He slayed Medusa and Hercules. Modern Greece mostly Orthodox Christians. Important cities, Athens, because it houses most of Greek citizens, and it's the oldest city in Greece. Misincorporated into modern times would be Percy Jackson series.
Alright, as everyone knows, Chris is a guest, so we brought him in a little YouTube clips.
Culture and government, literature. Dramas were very important to the Greek society. Citizens considered their civic duty to attend as many plays as they could. Greek writers such as Homer, Plato, and Aesop's works are still read to this day. Military. As a former oligarchy, Sparta has changed its ways by Lycurgus in response to a bloody slave revolt. The new laws focused on strengthening their military to fight off potential enemies or future slave revolts. By age 7, boys started military training and were expected to serve until they turned 60. Education. In Athens, boys were taught up to the age of 6 at home and then attended school. They learned to read and write. They learned to play a musical instrument, mainly the flute or lyre. They studied debates and poetry. They also studied science and math. They attended school until they were 20, and after which they attended military school. Girls did not go to school. They were taught by their mother at home how to cook, run the family household. And so, if their mother knew how to read or write, they would be taught that. Greek is a Hellenic republic. Hellenic or Hellas means Greece or Greek. This means the Republic of Greece, referring to the second and third republics in Greek history. Ancient governments in Greece. Democracy has the interest in the whole people of the community. Argos, Syracuse, and Rhodes were places in Greece that had a democracy. Monarchy. Rulers shared power with the council. Monarchies were not used by many city-states in ancient Greece, but a couple were Macedonia and Epirus. A tyranny is ruled by a tyrant, who is a sole ruler. They gain power in an unconstitutional manner, usually by murdering their predecessor. Tyrants are not necessarily evil, as looked upon today. They just looked into their own interests. Sicily, Athens, Argos, Thessaly, Corinth, and Samos were ruled by a tyrant at one point. Oligarchy. Not a whole lot is known about the ancient Greek oligarchy, but it was run by a small or large group of appointed officials. Oligarchies often occurred when a democracy went wrong.
Facts about Greece. About 12 million people around the world speak Greek. In the 1950s, only about 30% of Greek adults could read and write. Over 40% of the population lives in the capital
Greek's population? Greeks don't wave with an open hand. It is considered rude, so they wave with a fist or closed palm. The word tragedy is Greek for goat song, and it has one of the highest abortion rates in Europe.
Trivia. What percentage of children survive infancy in ancient Greece? In what decade could only 30% of Greek adults read and write? Name 3 Greek writers whose works are still read today. Ashley. Plato, Aristotle, or Homer?
Plato, Aristotle, and Euripides.
Yep.
Plato, Aristotle, and Aesop.
Oh, don't.
Name 3 out of the 6 pictures that were displayed earlier in the Greek photo slide.
The place when the Olympics were held, the stadium. Play-Doh?
Our photos, as you can see, are very lovely. I have to say that we really bonded in our photos, as you can see. We did fun games, we had conversations over Batman and Spider-Man and DC. And I just want to point this one out, because this is Mr. Coolo. We were lost on the DC trip, not DC trip, I mean the pit trip, and we didn't take this one because, she loves pit.
Oh, yeah.
And we were like a half hour late that day, so that was like my favorite photo.
And at this time, I'm gonna kind of going off that. I'm gonna do something a little bit different. I'm gonna ask if each of my team members will kind of elaborate on what their favorite memory has been from this summer.
My favorite memory from this summer was probably University of Pittsburgh.
Mine was its tie between the Cathedral of Learning and Adventureland. Mine's tied to, I think that it was a lot of fun with our trip. And then I really love that we got rained out. We get to stay in the rain forever with our awesome little hat that Marcus was wearing. So I really liked that.
I like the Greeker on the cathedral. I like when we all were curling under the Pirates game.
Team.
I like when we were working together on the slides. We were around the loop, so
Can everybody see Logan's face at every single one of these? They're the exact same thing. He never changed his face in all of them.
Do it right now. And then I'll just kind of go off and say that I personally had a blast with all these guys this summer, and while they were very, very rowdy, and it was incredibly difficult to keep them to stay focused on more than one thing for more than 10 minutes. But all in all, as you can see, we had fun, while at the same time we got everything we need to get done. So I felt like that was the most important thing. And yeah, and now we go.
Resources!